Hi everyone, good evening, and thank you for joining us. We are happy you're here, and of course, we are happy to welcome our dear judges on the call. We can see them, and of course, the heroes of this evening are our mentees. It's such a great time to have you guys here on the call as well. I mean, it's been like how many weeks now? I know that a lot of so sorry guys, my network tripped off, but please can you confirm if you can hear me? I just need a reaction to know that you can hear me. All right. Thank you, Tambra. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, we are here and we are ready to get started. And again, welcome to all our mentors and, of course, our dear judges for this evening session. This is TekNexus Africa. And of course, the TekNexus Apprenticeship Program is our idea to bridge the gap between learning a skill and actual implementation. So what we do at the TekNexus Apprenticeship Program is we ensure that our mentees get their hands-on project that would help them build their portfolio, that will get them job ready for the future and of course the job market. And the TekNexus Africa community also exists to get everyone in the room and help them ensure that they get all the necessary trainings and skills that would ensure their success on the job. And of course, we have the Tech Revolution Africa conference, which is our big conference to bring, the whole ecosystem of the tech industry together and ensure that there is a nexus between all of those things, just like our name, sounds and suggests. So we are you can see us as aggregator. So we are there to connect the whole value chain of the ecosystem. It's a pleasure to have you all join us this evening, dear friends, dear mentors, dear judges, and of course, our dear mentees, the heroes, and our mentors are the superheroes. Very soon, we're going to be starting this session for this evening, and I just want to really do like a quick shout out to all our mentors on the call. Please, if you're a mentor on the call, we celebrate you. Mentees on the call, can we have your reactions for all your dear mentors? They've dedicated their time despite their busy schedules to and owed you for the period of this mentorship and apprenticeship program to ensure that you are able to develop and build every product that you'll be showcasing to us this evening. And that is really wonderful. We do not take for granted all their effort. I see Audrey. I want to see if I can see some more of our mentors on the call. I can only see Audrey. But then we're going to do, oh yes, I see Remy too. Thank you, Remy. It's such an honor to have you here. Of course, we have so many others and we're going to do like a real proper shout out later and celebrate all our mentors too. And of course, we have our esteemed judges in the building. We have Oluwole Adebi, we have Nicolette Damian, and of course, we have Victory Mokuolu. Please pardon me if at any time I am not pronouncing your name very well. Please pardon me. But then we're going to start. I'm sure our mentees are like, can we get started? Yes, we will get started pretty soon. But then we need to set the housekeeping routines real quick so that everyone knows what they have and what is expected of them to do. Their mentees, we already have an agreement that you would be able to present your demo for 7 minutes. For 7 minutes. Don't mind me. I wanted 5 minutes, but then the superior power said, no, that is too short. So everyone has pleaded for 7 minutes. So yes, we're going to have you demo for 7 minutes, and our judges would give their feedback in 3 minutes. We would have actually loved to extend, but then we know that a lot of people have different things to do. This is Friday evening, it's TGIF, and everybody has like different things planned. So we cannot overshoot the time. So please, mentees, take note that you have 7 minutes, and like we agreed, keep it simple, short, straight to the point. Highlight your key points. We've already shared the parameters that the judges are going to be judging you on. So you know all of these things already. No one is setting you up for failure, right? So yes, let's keep to that, and we trust that you'll shine, because I mean, you've been shining. We believe in what you've done, and we know that you can't do this. So please do not be shy. Just see like, yes, it's something that you can do. Very quickly, I am going to do an introduction of all our judges on the call. And once that is done, we then will start the session itself. And of course, we have 6 teams that will be presenting this evening. We have team A, team B, team C, team E, then team G. I know that a lot of people are like, it should be F, right? Yes, it should be F, but then we are skipping the team F, and we're going to be having team G instead. So real quick, we have real mavericks in the house, and I will be starting the introduction with Adebi Oluwole. Adebi Oluwole is a product leader. He's a seasoned product leader and technology expert with a proven track record of driving growth and scaling innovative products across Africa's leading fintech companies, including Moniepoint, where he is currently serving as the product lead, Piggyverse, and of course, Carrywise. He's led 2 successful exits, Grosell International and Buyfood, aka Fusion, demonstrating strong visionary product thinking. Of course, he currently serves as head of product at Moniepoint, which is Nigeria's largest merchant acquirer and Africa's all-in-one financial ecosystem that has helped 10 million businesses and individuals access seamless payments, banking, credit, and business management tools, and is passionate about the future of technology. And he has spoken at leading tech conferences. He has contributed to open source projects, and he regularly publishes technical articles that is aimed at lowering the educational barrier to tech for aspiring builders. Yes, good evening, Adebi. It's such an honor to have you here with us.
Good evening.
Thank
nice
you. Thank
Hi, everyone.
you. Yeah. All right. So moving on real quick, we'll be introducing Damian, who is the the only lady that we have on the panel of our judges this evening. So Damian Nicolette Damian is a seasoned professional in product management, and she's currently serving as a senior products manager. As a matter of fact, she is a product leader as well at Kuda, a role that she has been on since January 2020, and she has had vast experience across different roles at Kuda, and she has been an integral player in building and integrating core payment infrastructure to creating seamless mobile payment experiences. She's passionate about solving real problems at scale and building products that people love using. Before joining Kuda, Nicolette served as sales development representative, and yes, she is a graduate of science degree in chemical engineering from the University of Lagos, Nigeria. Hi, Nicolette. It's so good to have you on the call. And thank you also for agreeing to be here this evening. It's an honor to be here. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you too. And of course, the third judge that we have this evening is Victory Mokuolu, and Victory is our senior product leader at MDaas Global. Okay, all right. So he is a leading voice in UX and product design, and is renowned for crafting intuitive experiences across B2B, SaaS, and consumer products. He has a sharp eye for user research, wireframing, prototyping, and UI development, and he has led impactful design work at MDaas Global, Prime Startups, and Motherboard, and is driving measurable improvements in engagement and usability. Victory is also a passionate mentor and tutor, and he has empowered over 500 aspiring team designers through hands-on bootcamps and workshops that has helped them, that is helping us, the ecosystem, shape the next generation of design leaders. It's such an honor to have you, Victory, on the call this evening. Thank you for accepting this invitation. How are you?
Thank you very much, Bukola. It's great to be here. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, our esteemed judges for this evening. And we have so sorry about that, please. We have our team from team A to G. I already mentioned that, but what I'll be doing real quick is calling them and just doing like a short introduction of what they will be presenting, their project topic, and the team that actually worked on it. So for team A, we have Victor Emmanuel. Please, if you're here, I just need you to do like a reaction so that we know you're here. So we have Victor Emmanuel, we have Aya Emmanuel Thompson, we have Benjamin Osamo, and Alimi Kendi. And their project topic is to develop a peer-to-peer expense splitter app. And I want to believe you guys are ready. So I'll be setting the timer using my device here. You have 7 minutes for your presentation. And of course, our judges will be grading you at the back end. So I wish you guys the very best of luck. And you have 7 minutes. Thank you.
Allow us to share our screen first before we start.
Good evening. Can everyone hear me, please? Good evening. Can
yes,
everyone
we
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name
We
is
can hear
Benjamin
you.
Osamo.
You
I'm
can go.
representing Team A. I'm representing Team A for TAP 2.0 by TekNexus Africa. Myself and the team were tasked with building a project solution for managing shared finances with the objective to empower users to track, split, and settle group expenses in a streamlined, stress-free experience. Now, the product solution, we called it SAMI, right? Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can still hear you. We can hear you.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, just go ahead. Fire on.
Okay, the product solution, we call it SAMI. But before we show you how SAMI works, let's talk about why you would need SAMI. You see, we are in a time where we practically live on our phones and trust fintech for just about everything, right? But when it comes to splitting rents, bills, outing expenses, most of us we are stuck with these WhatsApp reminders and waiting for forever bank transfers. And that thing strains relationships and it's very awkward. And to me, it's nothing but a broken system. So, and we have this to prove with our user research where we interviewed 15 people and 85% of the responses we got proves that users hate chasing payments, while 73% say that they are frustrated by the lack of accountability. Now, take for example, Emeka, who is our key persona. Emeka, who is a punctual housemate, a digitally savvy professional in Lagos, living in a shared apartment. His biggest frustration, as you can imagine, is the stress of chasing his flatmates for money each time a bill comes up, and he has to clear the bill for all of them. And trust me, he's not alone in this situation. That's why we built SAMI for people like Emeka and those in this situation. So we did some market research to see what's already out there and how others are tackling this, and we found two major flaws. First were the global apps, one which is known as Splitwise, which only allows you to track the expense, log in the expense, but leave it with the heavy duty of settling the expense itself outside the platform. To me, that's nothing but a glorified notepad, right? The second flaw we found were the local fintech banks, which some do have the feature and solve the problem all the way. One of them is called Spark. I think Sparkle, yeah. And the issue with that for users now is that you and your group or your friends or your business colleagues have to have an account with them before you can access this feature. Now, that's an inconvenience because we know what the cost implication is by maintaining various bank accounts. And in this day and age, many of us have like 2-3 bank accounts, and having an extra one is just going to be a hassle. Now, this led us to our key insight that there's a clear gap for an open and inclusive platform that enables seamless settlements built on a foundation of trust and accountability. And this is, at this point, this is where I'm going to introduce SAMI to everybody, a web and mobile responsive application that is built to solve this entire problem from the beginning to the end. And the secret sauce in SAMI is the group wallets that takes out the stress of managing shared expenses. And this is all thanks to our Paystack payments, gateway. What do I mean? What I'm actually saying is that for every shared expense, be it group outing, group travel, monthly rents, NEPA bill, whatever the case may be, SAMI empowers our users with a dedicated group wallet where everyone's share is collected and disbursed automatically on a set date to a designated receiver. Now, at this juncture, I want to quickly run a small simulation on the prototype. Now, when you hit, because it's a web app, of course, you're going to be hit with the address. And once you hit the address, you are going to be hit with a soft onboarding, with a landing page with a soft onboarding on the page where you get to see the key features, you see how SAMI works, and you get to see who is perfect for. On the key features, you get to see things like the real expense, customizable splits, and integrated payments. On how it works, it shows you how you sign up, how you can add expense, and how you can split. And on the who is perfect for, you get to see how you can make use of the platform in various ways, from roommates to group trips to office teams to families to small business partners, even group savings, the popular thing called a jaw in this side of the world, and so on. So the onboarding is easy. When you click get started. If you don't have an account, you sign up. But for those who have an account, you just sign in. And because of time, I don't have to do that. So let me just walk you through how you can create a group and an expense, right? So when you hit the dashboard, to create a group, you go here, click create a group.
Oh, hi, Benji. Sorry,
Hi, can you hear me?
I think you might need to switch the screen you are sharing because we can't see we can't see your prototype.
Oh, wow.
You are still sharing your slides, so there's that to change.
Apologies, I hit that. I guess it's my network. Okay, so let me take it back real quick. Right, so you log in, you get to the dashboard as a user to create a new group. You click that and you enter the group name. For instance, let's say housemates 24, right? And you want to log in an expense for NEPA bill. So you add all the members in your house, and when you've added everybody in the group, you click expense. The title of the expense, you put it NEPA bill. The type of expense now is also important because we have two. We have the instant expense and we have the future/planned expense, right? In the instant expense, it works in various ways, such as where you have somebody who has paid before for a particular bill, or you have like a planned date where you once you want everybody to make a particular payment, like NEPA bill. Once you click that, you put in everything, the date, the time, how much it cost, the person that's going to receive the money, their bank account details, and the bank. However, when it comes to the group members, in this expense section, if everybody in the group is not supposed to be part of a particular expense, we have the tick box here where you can actually untick a particular member out of the group because they're not supposed to be part of an expense. But if they are supposed to be, that means everybody's going to be checked. And the platform also gives you the opportunity to either split equally.
Underwater.
To either split
I just didn't realize I was this underwater. It's about your.
To either split equally, or you can do a customizable split.
Hi, Benji. Can you hear me? Benji, can you hear me? Are you still there? Please, can someone confirm if you can hear me if Benji can't? All right, thank you. All right, thank you, Precious, and everyone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, your time is actually up. I was trying to call your attention to that. So, I also believe you're done showcasing your prototype.
Yes, go ahead. Let's go through it.
All right. Dear judges, please, you can pass your comments. And also, very quick one before we continue with the rest. So once it is 1 minute left to the end of your presentation, I'm going to use the raise hand button feature so that you are aware that you have just 1 minute left. Then it helps you manage your time better. I hope that helps everyone on the call. So, judges, please, you can pass your review or ask questions. 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. I think I would start. Benji, and to the team that worked on Sami, firstly, I would like to say well done. And then I think I have some questions though. I feel like your presentation was cut short a bit, or maybe that's just me. But my question is, how did you solve the problem? Or you mentioned a problem was with the product Sparkle. Users have to have the bank account or within Sparkle to be able to utilize such features. So how did you solve that with Sami?
Okay, with Sami, what we did was we are integrating a secure group wallet feature thanks to Paystack integration. So that way it's open to every bank account, be it commercial bank or fintech bank. That's the way we're solving it.
Sorry, just to ask. So, like, each users will have, let's say, shared apartments, right? Which is, who was your? I think you use Emeka, right? So, Emeka and his housemate are going to have their wallet on the app, right?
No, no. What happens is each housemates will be put in a particular group, and a dedicated wallet will be fixed to that particular group. So the group pulls everybody's funds into the wallet, because when they are registering on the sign up page, when they want to sign up, when they're done signing up, when they have been added to a group, they're also going to do a KYC what's it called, onboarding screen, where they're going to impute either they want to be debited via their ATM card or putting up their bank account details, as well as putting their BVN, so we can actually know who we are dealing with.
So is it from the wallets that they pay whoever they owe? Is that where the money comes from?
Yes, that's where the money comes from. So yes, so once everybody's money is collected into the wallet, it deposits automatically to a designated receiver.
So also essentially every, would I say, housemate needs to still open SAMI, needs to have SAMI to be able to sign up on KYC. So in other words, does that really solve the problem of which Sparkle is also facing, that anyone that wants to utilize that feature should have a Sparkle account?
Yeah, because the cost of maintaining an extra bank account tells a lot on your income or your wallet or your pockets, right? But with SAMI, that is actually not the case, because you can, if you have Access Bank, if you have Kuda Bank, if you have Moniepoint, everybody can be on that same platform. But with SAMI, you have to actually go in, open an account again, maintain the account, and also run the feature and be ready for every month's debiting of SMS alerts and the likes, right? So that's just the difference between us and Sparkle.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so with SAMI, you're not maintaining an account. You're essentially just signing up as a group member on SAMI.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, then sorry, Victory. You still have to go to your personal bank account to make that payment.
On the
okay,
not necessarily.
Sorry, let me
once you sign in, you put in your details on the KYC screen. Once you're about to join a group, when you are being invited to a group, for instance, I create a group and I invite you, for instance, right? Once you are agreed to join a group, once you sign in, right, you have to impute how you would like to be debited so that the wallet can pull the funds from your end. So it's going to be done automatically. If it's set on a particular date or set on a particular set of dates, you don't have to worry about that anymore. The platform does its magic.
Okay, just to add to that, please, can you hear me? My name is Emmanuel. I'm part of the team.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So at that point now, we are actually dealing with two options now. First of all, is card binding, and the second one is direct debit, which the user will actually create a mandate. So that is where payback comes in. So at that point, you need to do it so you don't need to come and make transfer to the wallet and all of those. So it happens automatically because you have given a mandate of you banded your card and then you approve each of the expenses where you are invited to partake. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
One last
Sorry, okay, you can go on.
How do you deal in a situation where a group mate or a housemate has insufficient balance in their other bank accounts, even though you've put up their cards or set up a direct debit? How do you deal with that?
All right, so we have a 3 days period. For instance, if I'm meant to disburse the fund on Tuesday next week, 3 days before Tuesday next week, the system must have run a check on the account to do auto debit, and if anyone doesn't go through, across the user. So we have between 3 days to decide whether to remove the person that's to edit that expenses and share it amongst the people who has the fund to foot that bill, or we can decide not to go ahead with that expenses. So everybody's money goes back to their bank account. That's how we plan to go about it.
All right. My question will be: have you considered charges? Because I mean, from your research, I don't know what research methodologies you employed, whether you just did a survey or you did some, maybe had interviews with people. I don't know whether it was a comprehensive research you did, but I think one of the things people usually complain about is charges. So if you're going to be doing a direct debit or you're going to do a cash transfer, there is always some charges that is attached to it. So how does that solve the problem of of giving people ease and convenience in making payments?
If you go to the bank, ATM, POS, wherever the case may be, SMS alerts, you get charges, right? And you are trying now. This is in this scenario, you're trying to actually ensure that your personal funds or your funds are not disrupted and remove the problem of chasing somebody for your money left and right. And trust me, people will pay for convenience. Yes, we do have charges that stick to it because it's what is necessary to going to keep running the app and is what makes the platform run. So there's no escaping that. They will pay charges, of course. Paystack with the integration payment gateway will take theirs, and we will take our own as well.
And users are willing to pay this. I think time is gone. Yeah. But yeah, just wanted to just add that because you'll be keeping money, right? You might end up entering the issue of Sparkle, right? So you have to make people join you because you're keeping money, right? You have to have license to keep money. So you might end up, I like the idea, just putting it out there, but you will need license to keep users' money. That's just that it's just
of course, we'll do the due diligence when need be.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Team Hey. That was really pretty intense. And of course, we need, the questions to really vet that you guys did the job. And thankfully, you've been able to do justice to that. We won't be able to take further questions like we still have all 5 other presentations to go. So we need to really manage our time so we don't waste. I will spend all our times here this evening. All right, Team G, please, let's have your presentation. Thank you. Team G, are you there? Dorcas and team members.
Yes, I am, please.
All right, let's have your screen
On it.
Okay, so on Team G, we have Linda Obitolo, Dorcas Ayoko, Abisola Shelley, Olatunji Rukayat Bakari, and Therese Omundijero. And their project is Plastic Waste to Rewards Tracker. So, you set now?
Yes, I am. Can you all see my screen, please?
Yes, we can't see your screen. Can we have your video camera on?
Where I am is quite dark. Like
okay.
Extremely.
All right, you can proceed then.
Okay, thank you.
Your time starts now. Right.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dorcas Ayuko, presenting for Team G. So Team G we're working on a waste reward tracker system, and we believe clean communities get rewarded. So our product is a plastic waste reward tracker system, which we believe the use of AI-powered computer vision technology through scanners can help identify, sort, and categorize plastic waste, collect them, and aggregate them for recycling purpose. We did our research, and from our research, yes.
Doctor, sorry, can you click on the present so it enters full screen?
Okay, I might not be able to manage my time that way, but
okay, no problem. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. You don't have to do that if you won't be able to manage your time.
Because I actually have a timer on right now.
Go ahead. Your time is really counting.
Indeed. Okay, so from our market research, we discovered that a lot of plastic waste in Africa entirely is not recycled. We discovered that a lot of money are gone into waste management, but still we are yet to see physical evidence for it. And from our quantitative research, we discovered that a lot of people, even in Africa, may not really know what waste recycling is all about. So the process and it's kind of short fought. So we discovered these problems, 4 major problems. There's poor tracking, there's of waste management system, there's the lack of incentive for waste recycling, there's the harmful disposal of waste method, and then there's the traditional weighing method. For solutions, we are incentivizing the collection system. We are promoting community level aggregation of waste. We are transforming waste into economic value, and we are providing a weighing method through the AI scanning. These are our visions and our mission. Our target audience is waste collectors, waste aggregators, and recycling companies, or anybody interested in recycling of waste. We did our user personas, and we got these competitors summaries. So most of our competitors actually, they use traditional weighing method, which is using your eye to weigh the quality of the waste, the quantity and the size. And then they are more focused on national waste, and the pricing is actually not stable. So our key features are the AI-powered scanner, the waste reward tracker, and the leaderboard, the wallet and the currency converter, then the in-language translator. Our unique selling point is AI scan, direct payment, and global waste management standard for the pricing. So we aim to use these revenue streams, and this is our product strategy. We believe we can develop, launch, partner, and invest, then market, waste, manage, and the rest. So this is our support plan seeking. This is our roadmap. So we believe we are done with our 4 weeks for design prototype. We can still iterate on it. Then development will take like 4 months, which also includes the AI development. Then there will be launch in the 4th month, and we can expand after a year. We believe these are success metrics that can work for our products. These are designs, and this is my teammate, and thank you. So now I'll be sharing the prototype quickly. So I've switched tab. Yep. Oh God. Okay. Oh, wow. Figma, please don't. Okay. So we have a mobile view for our app, and we believe they can, both our waste aggregators and waste collectors can come in. So they can come in through the same direction. The only difference would be the super admin that would have to use a dashboard. So for our waste collector, they can sign in. When they sign in, they create their accounts. They see their dashboard, their homepage rather. They see their homepage. From their homepage, they can view the services, which is to pick up or drop off. They can view their wallet, which also have the currency converter feature, and then they have their profile. So for the waste collector, their major thing to do here is to log waste. They log the waste, or they can pick up a drop-off point. So how they log waste is, once they tap on this, they upload waste manually, they pick whatever waste they want to pick, and then it automatically uploads to them. It gives them the information of the waste, and tada, that's it. Moving on to our waste aggregator. So our waste aggregator, following the same route, they come, they log in, they create their account, they come to their homepage. So the homepage have the earning, the collection, and the chat. In their homepage, the main thing they do here is to scan, because they have the major work for us. They would have to, they would have to scan the waste. So when they scan the waste, then the waste would now tell the quality, quantity, the size through the AI scanner. So it's like you can install the app on your phone, you use your phone. That AI scanner uses third-party integration of your camera to scan. So when they scan, they give the quality, and the size, and then they automatically log the waste, input the user's information, which is the collector's information, and then they initiate payment. Then it also shows in their own wallet that they made that transaction. And how they earn is that when we now go to these waste aggregators, we go to compile the waste, we collect the waste. So when we collect the waste, we can also scan with this same application. We can scan with it to show them that what we are using is Paystick. So we scan the waste, aggregate it together for them, then collect it and take it to our own plant or our own waste organization, our building. So from there, we can now call up the recyclers.
when we call up the recyclers are the ones that are going to give us our own payment. So that's majorly where our own revenue is coming from. We also understand that this waste reward tracker system, it has its own legal management, especially in different African countries. So we also aim to do partnership. Remember our product strategy, we aim to do partnership with different countries' government. So we can also source for support from there and try to regulate the rules and regulation of waste there. Okay. Yeah, so basically that's all, because I cannot access the admin dashboard using this screen. The admin dashboard is for a desktop view and I cannot access it from here. Thank you very much from Team G. Yeah.
Hi. Okay. Hold on. Hold
I'm
on,
stuck.
Dorcas. Yes,
Should I start sharing my screen?
no, do not. The
Okay.
judges are going to ask questions and give you their feedback. So over to you there, judges. 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
Hi, Team G. Nice work. Just curious, like, what was the pain points of building this?
Okay.
Like, why did you choose to do this?
Okay, we didn't actually choose. The project was given to us, but what we in our research, we discovered that waste in Africa is actually not really managed properly. And then secondly, we also discovered that the amount that is given as pricing for this waste are not really stable. From our user personas, one or two of them complained that, or rather, one or two of what we the inconsistent pricing of plastic waste. So let's say today you go to change your plastic for 10 naira per bottle. You can come tomorrow and they'll tell you it's 5 naira. And they don't even measure or weigh it properly. They can just use eyes and tell you, no, this your plastic is not okay. So it's not stable. It's more like that is the traditional method of them getting that waste. And once you get that waste, you don't even know the end of it. The only thing you know is that you have given out your waste. But with Space Stick, we believe that everybody is a contributor. Everybody is a contributor to the waste system and they can contribute properly. Thank you.
Another question from my side. Who is your target market for this essentially?
Aggregators, waste aggregators.
Not the collectors.
No, not they are both our target audience actually, because the waste is coming from both of them.
Okay, maybe from my thinking, the collectors, do you think they have firstly like a mobile device? If we're using the basic with the market that we have in Nigeria today and people that bring waste, do you think they have a smart device? And even if they do, essentially, do they understand this level of tech for the people that collect this?
Yes,
Doctor, did you get the question?
Okay. So yeah, I got the question. Okay, so part of the aggregator's job is also to register waste collectors, because once they want to once they scan the waste, they have to put in the waste collector ID. So even if the waste collector does not have a smartphone, even if they are unable to access this level of tech, the waste aggregator can just quickly generate an account for them, which they can use as their waste ID to continuously access Paystick. And one way they can also earn is that they can take airtime, they can take cash, they can take food. So the cash is not like physical cash. They can ask that they want to send it to whatever payments for whatever account they want to get it from. So that's why the waste aggregator is the main person, but waste collectors and aggregators work hand in hand. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, your hands are kind of got me a bit confused. Then but I mean, I think I kind of figure what you're talking about. So the collectors are the traditional, abokis that usually come around to collect waste. Is that who the collectors are?
Yes.
All right. So then my next question would be that you talked about using your camera to scan and get the weight. So what makes you think that AI scanning a product will get you know, um, an accurate measurement of the weight rather than using a scale? And I'm just curious.
Okay, so with the recent growth of AI, there are a lot of AI that, especially for computer vision, especially if they are trained. So one way we can assure is that our own AI will be trained. It has to be trained to specifically identify the type of waste, the quality of the waste, the quantity of the waste, and the pricing for that waste. And from our dashboard, we may change the pricing if it fluctuates standard.
I don't think I'm quite satisfied with the answer, but all right.
Sorry, is there instead of like what Victory mentioned, why we not working with we have plastic recyclers, right? Or like why don't you want to work with those people instead?
Sorry, I didn't get the plastic recyclers part.
So like for waste management, like instead of the local people that will come to like collect the waste, right? Which might complicate things for you in terms of payments, because I heard that it might take airtime or take food, right? Why not just work with like actual waste collector companies, right? That can just come to take this waste from the
Okay, so
instead of this,
So the project brief that was given to Team G indicated these reward types. And if we are to go through the recyclers, the companies who are recyclers, they do not, I don't think this reward type speaks to them specifically. Neither do my teammates. We didn't check that chat, but might not really need this kind of. So our target audience is not really waste recyclers. Waste recyclers in
all right.
Africa, they are doing well on their own, actually.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Doctors, and well done to you and your
I can
team.
stop sharing.
And of course, thank you. Yes, sure. You can stop sharing your screen now. Thank you to our judges. And of course, thank you all for staying. That is the second team, Team G right there. And right before we move on to the next team, please, Team B, let's have your screen let's have your slide on the screen already as I take some other things right at this time. So real quick, I just want to recognize some people on the call this evening. I see that some of our other mentors has joined. So I see Abisola Rachel. Thank you, Superhero Abisola. Thank you, Afis Odiola. And of course, Audrey is here. And I see Remy too. Thank you, Remy. Thank you. And yes, I think for now, those are the people that I see. But please, if you're a mentor on the call and I've not been able to call your name, please pardon me. I'll get to it. And yes, we have like a special guest on the call. In person of Mr. David Ogebe. He is the CEO of HOH, and of course, a very dear partner to the TekNexus African team. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your presence on the call. So, Team B, let me read out your project topic. So you have, the topic is gamified learning platform. You have 7 minutes and your time starts now.
All right, thank you very much. Hi everyone, my name is Israel and product manager for Team B. So I'll just dive right into it. So the name of our project or the name of our software is SkillForge. And so yeah, so the problem that we're trying to fix, we found out that a lot of digital training skills in Africa are boring, expensive, and not so practical, which leads to people dropping out and people not having the motivation to finish with those courses. Um, so our target audience are Africans or young Africans within the ages of 18 to 35, right? So the solution that we have for this problem is to create a platform where the platform that enhances motivations through reward and badges, platform that is career ready, that has projects and culturally smart, that fits to the local needs of the people. So our target audience, like I said, young Africans 18 to 30. Um, so we did a couple of research and we found out that 80% of target users reported losing interest in like long form and non-interactive content. So 70% say they are more likely to stay engaged with points, streaks, and then challenges, which makes it more enhanced, right? So user persona, we have Chidera, who's overwhelmed by resources, lack of structure and consistency. So she needs momentum to stay consistent. Um, so I'll just rush through this. So our unique selling points, gamified experience, low data usage for African context. So track-based, and you get to work on real-world challenges and then community dynamics, operating leaderboards and one like that. So yeah, it is not just a learning platform. We're trying to use it as a launch pad to launch for Africa's next generation of tech leaders. So I'll just immediately start sharing the prototype for the platform. Right. So this is the home page. So we have the start page where we have a few information about the app, the streak, and then the XP, learning, self-paced learning. We have avatars, and then we have quizzes, and then we have quests. Right. So the sign up, you sign up, you log in, and then you're onboarded. So this is what our dashboard looks like. So what we are trying to do is that we're trying to have streak being taken. That is, there will be streaks for every day that you log in into the sorry, there will be streaks for every day that you log in into the system, and then if you don't log in for a particular day, you lose your streak, and then you have to start over from the beginning. So we have like different lessons for. Currently, we started with the product management, and then after finishing like a particular course, you have to take a quiz on that course. So it is from the quiz that you are taking that you get to climb higher, and then after climbing higher, you get XPs. So it is from the XPs that you're getting that you can buy avatars, from the XPs that you're getting that you can unlock other lessons, unlock other levels, right? So this is how we're trying to make it gamified. So through the use of leaderboards, through the use of quests, through the use of streaks, through the use of quizzes. I think that is all about the intro to Skillforce. Thank you.
Are you still there?
Yes, yes. I said that I was done. I don't know if you had any more I was throughout.
Oh, you're done with your presentation?
Yes. Yes.
All right, cool. Dear judges, though someone requested that you make your screen larger, but I feel like we can skip that. So yes, judges, over to you, please.
A question to Skillforge. What makes you stand out and different from Duolingo, or at least the other likes that exist?
Okay. Well, for Duolingo, it's that Duolingo is for basically for languages and why we are for tech. And for us, what makes us stand out is the gamified um, approach to it, right? The use of streaks that you see in your normal everyday app and bringing it into tech led. So that's what makes us stand out. But we're trying to make it gamified. Yes.
Then lastly, I know a lot of people play businesses, to make money. How do you plan to monetize this?
Well, the plan is to have a premium version actually. So for you to, for example, people who lose their streaks tend to want to bring the streak back to life. So to do stuff like that, you have to upgrade to the premium version. We have special lessons, right, that have to be a premium user to make use of, right? And also, we want to incorporate the um, hat feature where when you log into the app and you make a mistake, you lose like one of your ads, we give you about 3 ads and stuff like that. But for you to have unlimited ads, so you can keep on learning and learning and learning and learning, you have to like upgrade to the premium version. Else, you have to wait like the next day before you can continue learning from the app. And also, the premium version will give you access to XPs to buy. Let's say you want to buy avatars for those that are interested, like changing their avatars, and buying more art, icon and yes, all that features. So that is how we plan to make money, creating a premium version.
All right. Thank you very much for that. So my question, I have just, I think, 2 questions here. So, first, you said, while highlighting the problems, you said people have short attention span, and they prefer short form content. So for high value skills like coding and tech related skills, how do you intend to solve that problem? Because knowing that certain skills can't be learned using short form content, how effective do you think this solution is going to be to, for example, learning to code?
Okay. So we believe that that there is no course in particular that can't be broken down. That is something that we've gotten to realize. And in the sense that it's not just when we're talking about long form, we're not talking about entirely removing it, we're just talking about breaking it down. All right, let's take for example, you're trying to learn how to build a website, let's say front end, for example, and instead of a 1 hour lesson teaching you HTML, CSS, it could start from how to develop a navbar. That could be like a session, right? It could start from the codes that you need, right? To, let's say, for example, if you are running a backend, to like bring in data, So it's not that we are entirely just removing them. It's just that we are trying to like break it down into chunks. So the learning step by step, right? Like we're climbing through the ramps. I don't know if you get one.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Then finally, you mentioned streaks, streaks counting when users just log in daily. And I think one of the things you want to ensure is people learn. So do you think, people just logging in daily is a good way to gamify the system? People just get to open the app daily.
Oh, sorry, I might have missed that. They are not just logging in, they have to take a lesson for the streak to count. If they log in without taking a lesson, the streak doesn't count. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
That's the reason why we broke it down to chunks. Yes.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Please do Adebi is rather. Please, do you have any question for him, or we can move on?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thank you. So thank you, Israel. You can stop sharing your screen now. So real quick, I would like to bring on Glory Olamigoke. Is the founder of TekNexus Africa. I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone on the call. Glory, please, are you there? You can pick.
Okay, just confirming my audio is good now. All right. I'm not taking our time. We have 3 more teams to run through. But I just wanted to give like shout out to everyone who's participating in the TAP program. That's the TekNexus Apprenticeship Program. Mentors, basically, of which we have someone on the call. It's been incredible having you. You've dedicated your time, your energy, your efforts your knowledge, right, to mentoring and helping mentees basically grow, right, in their skill sets. You've guided them through their projects, which we're actually demoing right now. And so this is me just saying thank you to everyone who's been a part of this success story. Very quickly, I want to touch on why what we're doing is important, right, and why we will keep going. We had the first cohort last year, and there's been quite a number of success stories already from that cohort. There are a number of mentees who have landed jobs already. Some have landed like entry-level internships, but some have landed like actual proper jobs, paying them enough amounts probably they maybe never dreamed of. And now they have enough to take care of themselves, take care of their families, and not just that, they are actively building, contributing to companies, right, that are solving critical problems in the society. And so this is just me encouraging every mentee who's on this call. You've learned a lot, you've collaborated, and many persons in here have collaborated for the first time ever. I mean, for example, an entry-level product designer having to work like a product manager and then being managed by a project manager and then talking to a developer and all of that stuff. And I know that, it probably may have been rough a bit, there have been maybe arguments and all that, but I really hope you can see that ultimately this is beneficial to you and this has been impactful to you. And not just that, it would also go on to be impactful to your journeys. Now we've built products basically, and we have judges who are reviewing. I've actually seen things like this happen in the past, and some teams just actually went on. They had a lot of determination, confidence, grit, and they went on to actually launch their startups out of this product from like a apprenticeship program like this. And so this is me saying that really out there in the world, there are no limits. Some of us are already shooting job applications and you're getting rejections. You cannot give up, right? If an Adebi, for example, or Nicolette or Victory share their stories of how they've gotten to where they are right now, is the UT, it's a curve. There were failures, there were rejections, but I think that what is common basically to all of us is that we did not give up. And the goal remains the same, which is that you go on from here, you take what you've learned, you take the connections, you take the collaboration, you take the mentors, your co-mentors, and whom you've worked together with, and other techniques you've met. You also take your mentors, right? And you use all of these resources to your advantage to go on to build solutions, right, to the biggest problems in Africa, to grow in influence, to grow in income, and more. So what I'm saying essentially is, guys, I think it's been exciting, and we're wrapping up today. The sky is our starting point, and so do not give up, do not fear rejection or failure. Just keep shooting and keep shooting. And of course, finally, the TekNexus community is always going to be available as a support. You still have your mentors, you still have us, and so this is just me saying all the very best. It's the end of the program, but it's not really the end of the journey. And we wish you, of course, all the very best. I think we can quickly now go to get on the other 3 demos. Time is going. Let's get the show on and moving. Thank you.
Thank you, Glory. Real great one. Yeah. So yes, we are moving on. Team C, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please, let's have your screen up.
Okay.
So on Team C, we have Charity Aboyi, we have Deborah Oyetunde Morocco Oluwa. So we have Aishat Yusuf and Ushoro Joel and Tata Lisa. And their project is Community Lending Platform for Women Entrepreneurs. All right. Okay, let's have the full presentation mode, please. Great. Your time starts now. You have 7 minutes.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aisha, and I'll be presenting for Team C. Our project topic is Trust Circle, and what it does is a peer-powered lending platform for where African women entrepreneurs can access loans based on community trust and not their traditional credit. So we realize that there's a major challenge for African women entrepreneurs. Many are denied loans by traditional finance institutions. As a matter of fact, there's about 37% of women-led businesses in Africa. So out of these women business leaders, 83% of them are usually excluded from formal credit. And this, so they tend to rely on informal lenders, and they charge exorbitant interest rates and unlimited, and that kind of limits their business growth. So an example is, sorry, oh my God, apologies. So an example is Amina. She mentioned that our community knows our customer trust her, but the bank says that she doesn't exist because of request of collaterals. So the reasons for women not being able to access loans is because of one, collateral trap, two, credit history paradox. They need to build their credit history. So for a poor person that's just building a business, they tend to not have credit history to enable them to borrow loans. Then there's a lot of documentation barrier. There's a limited branches of banks in rural areas, and there's usually gender bias system as well. So that is why we are building this app. So we did our research with extensive desk research. We looked through World Bank, CBN, Women Banks sector to try to collect data on how this can work out for us. So we also analyzed existing applications such as Money, Kiva, and Money Fellows, that and other community lending platform to enable us get a leverage of how to make our applications more effective. So we found out that collateral and paper are major barriers. Women prefer flexible community-based lending, and peer endorsements build trust and drive repayment. So our solution, how it's going to work, Trust Circle is an application. So simply how it works is when you are being onboarded on the app, you have to join a verified women association. Then you get a peer endorsement from that. Then you can be able to either borrow or lend money via central treasury. Then from there you build your trust based, and you can have flexible repayments. It's just simple as that. So this is like the user journey for a borrower. After registration, join association, get endorsements, apply for loan, approval, receive fund, and repay flexibly. Then for lenders, you register, you make payments into fund treasury, you set preference, and you can track your returns and repayments. So these are some of the core features that we were able to deliver. So for revenue model, so we are supposed to we'll be charging 1,000 naira processing fee, then 1,000 per month for premium services, then other pay for months business to business partnership. So this is an example of how loan repayments will be. So for loan amount, it's within the range of 20,000 to 150,000, and the average is 75,000. And the duration is 1 to 6 months, but the basic is like 3 months. And we have like interest rates of 5% per month. An example is this. So for someone that borrowed 75,000 naira, the person will be paying 7,188 naira per week for 3 months. So our market validation and impact potential, we realized that 30 million plus women entrepreneurs in Africa facing a $42 billion credit gap. So we intend to pilot 100 women and achieve like 94% repayment, 45% revenue boost, and 89% referral intent. So the competitive advantage we have is that the more we onboard, the stronger the network. So once we onboard the user, that means the community grows more and more. So we also, the app will be a peer endorsement platform for credit scores. And cultural intelligence, it is specifically built for African women. Then community accountability, natural repayment enforcement because of the community base. and it is zero collateral model, which means you don't have to bring a collateral to enable you access loans. And it's an association verified, which means that it will reduce fraud. Not any member just come and collect money and run away with our funds. So it's the community will build trust as well. Yeah, that would be all from my end. So Trust Echo is more than a product, it's a movement to build trust, community, and financial inclusion. We are designing for entrepreneurs who has already been credit worthy, even if unseen by traditional systems. Thank you. So sorry, I'll just take us through a little bit of some. We used a modem to build our product, so we don't really have like a prototype. So I'll just be showing some of the screens that we have built so far on the Trust Echo. So once you get started, you be able to input your personal information, and you input your business details. From there, you can choose your community, whichever community you belong to, and you'll get verified, submit your BVN and the likes, and oh my God. Okay, so there's a dashboard, but yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Judges, over to you. Do you have any question for Aisha and our team? Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Aisha. I don't even know if I have. Let me collect my thoughts a bit more. So you said you're building this platform for credit-worthy entrepreneurs, right?
Women entrepreneurs.
Women
Yes.
entrepreneurs, right? And how do you get their credits? Will I say credit scores already, or how do you know they're credit worthy?
Yes. So this is the difference. This is the spike of this application. So we are not using credit score. We are using community endorsement. So your community will be the one to endorse you. If you are doing where your community knows you, you can't run away with money. So your community will be the one to endorse you for you to be able to access loans.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that works.
So yeah, it's like a peer lending app, right? Where if this person is trusted, right, we're gonna put. Are you doing any KYC though for the person getting a loan? It's just community based alone.
Yes, they'll have to also we'll collect BVN for us to be able to access like the range of what the person is capable of, getting.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think it's nice. The only advice I'll just give is you should still do, I guess, the recommendation and community recommending the person. But yeah, it would still be nice to have like detailed KYC, not just BVN, right? Know the person's address and all of that.
Yes. It is part of the verification we do when we are onboarding borrowers. Yes.
All right. One question I have is the loan, is it particularly just for individuals or for businesses? I just want to be clear with that.
It's for entrepreneurs. You have to submit your business, yes, your business documentation. We have to know that you are a business person.
A business owner.
Yes.
So just curious, how did you and your team members how do you divide this work amongst each other, right? Like who decided to do Figma, who went to do the research? I'm just curious, how did you people collaborate to do this work?
Actually, my team is kind of limited, so it's just me, the product manager, and my partner who is a developer. So most of all of this, the research and the testing was done by me. And yes, and I worked together with my developer to build the app user universal.
Yeah, well done. I think I have one last question. With Trust Circle, is there a way to blacklist bad actors? Say, for instance, I know you might not have thoughts to that level, but I join a committee, I'm even endorsed, but I don't repay consistent. Do you have to blacklist that kind of person so that that kind of person does not even endorse a new person?
Okay, so how this work is we use the model is we are doing some kind of partnership with associations. So we will be onboarding association leaders. So most of these endorsements will be coming from association leaders. So let's say, for example, you get onboarded, you apply for loan. So we have to get that verification from the association leaders to know if you're worthy to be given this loan or not. So the association leader or the association members, they can actually, flag it. Then from back end, we won't be able to give such person the loan.
Right. Thank you, Aisha. Well done to you and Joel. I know Joel wanted to say something, but I feel like you've covered pretty much everything that needed to be said. So kudos to the both of you. Please, you can stop sharing your screen now. Team D, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
All right, please, let's have your screen.
Can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Not yet.
Is it visible now?
No, it's not. Okay, it is now.
All right.
Let's have the full presentation mode, please.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we wish you all the best. You worked on local language learning hub for kids. So your time starts now.
I want you to look at this image on the screen. This is the look of joy, discovery, and connection. And this is the look we should see when our children engage with our culture. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tombra Donatus, and I represent Team D. African language is fading amongst the next generation, and children are growing up without understanding or speaking their mother tongue. The existing applications we have, they are adult focused. They are no kids focused application, and parents need trusted solutions for their kids to learn their local language. And even our oral speakers, our grandparents, they are aging and they're not even available to teach these children this local language due to distance. So this brings us to our solution, Kindadu. Kindadu is a mobile-first language learning application for kids aged between 2 to 10. And through interactive story, speech recognition, games, children can learn their local language, build their vocabulary and pronunciation, and also engage with their cultural context. So our target users are children between the ages of 2 to 10, the diasporan parents, the urban parents in Africa, and cultural organizations. Cultural organizations, you can find them in the diaspora. What's our market opportunity? With over 120 million children in Africa and 50 million children with access to smart devices, we're looking at targeting 1 million users out of those numbers. And what makes us different is because what makes us stand out from other existing solutions is because we are child-focused and we've implemented the ASR technology and also with parental control through our intuitive parental dashboard. So what's an impactful solution without money? We plan to generate revenue through a freemium model, and our go-to-market strategy is to establish a strong social media presence and also, build communities through storytelling and also to incentivize our early adopters. So what's the next step for us? The next step for us is to refine the UI for the MVP, develop and implement a solid backend infrastructure for the product. So this application we are building is not just an edtech solution. It's we're building a cultural community at scale. And I'll be handing over to my colleague, Kosim, who will walk us through the demo. Afterwards, we'll be happy to take your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Tomba. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. As Tomba said, I'll quickly walk you through how the app, one of the best upcoming app, works. My name is Kozim Ibrahim. So we designed this with kids in mind. The colors and the layouts are based on research to make it more engaging and child friendly. So this is the home screen. Okay. So this is the home screen. So we have two options, like parents or guardian can click on I'm a parent, so to set up an account. So let me set up the account. So you put some email address, the parent will put the email address, send the verification code. The parent will receive an verification OTP via the mail, then you put it here. So I'll just use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just for us to set it up. So then it creates it takes the next page is creating a pin. For the gate pin, this pin is very important. Like you need to remember this pin, that in case whenever the parents want to log into the platform again. So you put the pin, create the pin, then confirm the pin, complete the setup. So we have 4 plans, 3 plans. We have basic plan, standard plan, and the premium plan. So let me show you. If you have the plan for, each plan has limited features, but the premium plan is the best one. It has it has all the features that the app has. So let me just show you the basic app. This is a payment platform. Like if you want to go for basic premium or basic app plan, you can just make payments here. So now we just go to free plan, because for the course of this session we'll be leveraging on this free plan. So let me start the plan. So you click on for this page, the parents click on, they will enter the name of the child, the child profile. You want to click. I'll just use let me just use higher. So age group is 2 to 4. I'll choose an avatar for the kid. Then I'll check. The parent will select the language that the parents want the kid to learn. So I'll go with Hausa. So this is the parent dashboard. Once everything is chosen, like selected, this takes them to the parent dashboard where they can manage profiles, track progress. Like this analytics, learning analytics. This way it shows the parents how the platform, what the kids are learning, the learning progress of the kid, everything about the kids, what the kids are learning, the award, the reward, and the streak. So we have the device. This is where the parents can pick they can link the device to other maybe to check the list of device that has been linked to the user account. So you can also, if the parents want to link to the child's account, so you can click on the QR code. The kid can scan the QR code. So we have the download page where the kids where the parents can download some videos, resources online. This is the overview page. So from here, the parents can also delete any child's profile that is here. So if the parent is going for trying to add another kid, it will add, since this is a free free account, free plan, if they can try to add a child, it will take to ask the parent to upgrade the plan. So switching to the child's dashboard. So let me start with I'm a child. Then the child will scan the QR code. After that, then after scanning, when it's done, so then this is the parents this is it. Let me use because we have different kids. Let me use Cousin dashboard. So this is Cousin dashboard. We have story time, practice speaking, rewards, and play game. So this is where the kid story time. This way, as Temba said, the kid can see the stories to read, the game, Japa, different stories. You can see all these some stories are marked are locked because this is a free plan. So if you want to upgrade, if the kid wants to upgrade, you need to reach out to the parents. So we have the party speaking where the kid can learn, listening can also speak here. So after that, you go to play games dashboard, and the kid can also see the reward from here. So let me show you the games. We have the
Hi, cousin.
I,
I'm so ready. Hi, cousin. Well done. Well done to your team.
last part. Sorry,
Can
I'll
you
just say.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
No,
you. I can hear you.
pause. Let me hold it. You guys have a great products, real great job, right? But let's have the judges' comments and their question. So you merge everything that is remaining together. That work. So please, judges, let's have your questions and comments for Team D. Judges, are you there?
Yeah. Nice one. I think from the presentation down to the demo, right, is yeah, it was wow. Did you people try this with a child, like just to test it out? And is this a real code, like a real platform at the moment? This, or this is just
Yes.
like people built this?
Yeah, we built it.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
So currently we've deployed the front end. The data is only running on the front end. So our next step is to implement a robust backend infrastructure.
To make it okay, nice. I understand now. I understand that part of your slide. Have you tested this with a child yet?
So doing our own research, like as I said earlier, we designed this with kids in mind, and we made a lot of research regarding this. So we have we've not used it, like we reach out to Tomba, you want to cover that?
All right. So in the course of building the solution, we spoke to 1 or 2 persons, parents to be precise, and we asked them what would they like to, what kind of solution would they like to have for their kids when it comes to learning their languages online. And most of their concerns was around being able to monitor the kind of content their children are engaging with. So, so that's what formed the whole idea of the whole application is going to be controlled by the parents, and they'll be the one in charge. So the children just only have access to the content.
That's quite valid. I think there was something about, like I heard about parents that they just give their children YouTube kids to watch. Sometimes they find out that what they are watching is not what they are cool with, right? Depending on
friendly.
Exactly. And obviously it's not like as a parent you sit down to watch everything with them, right? So you just want to have your time. So the time that they can use, I like the part putting the parents platform, they can just go through the courses and see what it entails, right? Before letting their and seeing what their children is learning and what level they are on. So that's pretty nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also like the pricing page too. I think someone put up a comment that Nigerian parents outside would love this.
Yeah, I was also going to make comment on the
Yeah.
price. And I think the first thing that I saw was like, pricing, but as I saw there was a free, because I mean one of the things you want is to let people have a taste of what you have to offer before they're now going to start paying for premium services. So that's really great. I like your presentation and the demo. It's really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think your UI is too clean for children. I mean, it's very clean UI. And
thank you.
Thank you. And we also, I know many of us saw what happened during Master Inbo program, like on Children's Day, like this app has been available during that time. That child could have walked away with 1 million naira in the car. So that is kind of the impact that this application can have. So.
Indeed. Team D, thank you guys. We're absolutely sold. Thank you. You guys did a great job. We really love the intentionality that you guys put into your work. This is the spirit, the TekNexus Africa spirit that we are really building, and we thank you for at least showcasing that. So yes, drum rolls, everyone. You're welcome, Tambra and Cousin. Thank you too. So the moment we have just one team left. Hi, Team D. Oh, yeah, Team D, right? Phew. Please, let's have the next team. Team He, sorry. Are you guys there? Hi, hi.
Hello, good evening. I'm
Oh,
about to share
okay.
my screen.
Oh,
Yes,
all right, please. Let's have your screen up. You have 7 minutes. You worked on AI support app for new mothers. So
yes,
yes, let's have it. You ready now?
yes, I'm ready.
I can't see your screen anymore.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, I can, but
Okay,
great. Let's have it in the full presentation mode.
uh,
Great. So your time starts now. We wish you all the best.
all right, good evening, everyone. My name is MDaas Global, and I'm representing TNB. We came up with a product. Our product name is Mom's Guide, and what Mom's Guide is basically for is designed to provide personalized support and guidance for pregnant women through their pregnancy period and also during their postpartum time period. So Mom's Guide is was was built to provide support for them and give them the necessary information they need during their pregnancy period, and also it will help them give answers to the answered questions that they have. So, why did we come up with this application? And we discovered that pregnant and postpartum mothers in Africa, basically, they particularly in remote areas and the low resource community, they lack access to reliable information and relevant materials and health information that they need during their maternal period. So this gap leaves many women feeling neglected, isolated, and anxious as well. They want to know how to what to do during their pregnancy period, the things they need to know, the things they need to do, and the things they need to avoid during this period. And most of them are unsure about what to expect during this period. So traditional healthcare systems may be understaffed in remote areas, and also they may not have access to um, adequate infrastructures and also professionals that would help them during this period. So we came up with a solution, and the solution is Mom's Guide, which will provide personalized and daily pregnancy postpartum guidance for them, for each user, and then would also give them guidance whenever are anxious about any symptoms they see during this period, and also to deliver relevant and evidence-based maternal health education. Also, it will offer emotional and mental health support, which is also friendly and which they can use because most people who are in these remote areas are people who are not
Ayomide,
yeah.
sorry to cut in. We need your audio to be clearer. It's muffled.
Okay.
All right, thank you. No, it's just your audio. Nothing is wrong with the slide you're sharing.
No, I'm trying to change the microphone.
Oh, okay. You actually sound better now.
Okay, thank you. All right, so part of the solution that the mom guides provide is also to empower mothers with knowledge to make informed decisions about their health and also
for their babies as well, for those that have given birth. So who are our target audience? Our target audience are pregnant women and also postpartum moms who just delivered. And then the application was built with data from, we intend to build the application with data from gynecologists and also African mother-centric platform, particularly for those in served settings. So looking at these two personas, yes, Fatima Yusuf, who is 24 years old, she's based in Kaduna, she's married, she's a first-time mom, and then she's 4 months pregnant. Her pain point is she wants to live far, and she lives far from the nearest health clinic and has limited access to reliable maternal care. And at the other hand, we have Adebukola, who lives in Lagos. She's a university graduate, but her pain point is she's not experienced when it comes to she experienced postpartum depression after her first child and wants to avoid a repeat. She has a child before, but she doesn't want what happened when she had the first child to repeat itself. And also she needs a tool that helps her stay on top of her appointments and medications, and also help her baby's development. So the information we gathered from while we were doing our research is that most the rural and undeserved areas, and only in rural and undeserved areas, only 26% of women give birth in health facilities. That shows that they have no access, they have limited access to health facilities, which would help them during their pregnancy period and also their postpartum period. Now, I'm going to quickly run you through the prototype of our application. Okay, so here's this splash screen, and then we have the login page of the mobile application for the mom's guide. So the user creates an account and also gets verification code from in their email. After verifying the code, then it lands to the dashboard where they can access the health topics, they can access personalized help. With this personalized help, they were able to chat with the robot, which would as well give them personalized support that they need, and which is also user-friendly. Part of the feature we have is we also have health topics that would help them get to know the things they need during this period, during the pregnancy period, and also for those people who need help during their postpartum period as well. And also the app also have the profile whereby the user get to change the settings and also the language. And also we made provision for subscription. This subscription would enable the user to subscribe for the premium package of the application, and this will give them more access to more features on the application.
Well done, Hayamide. So you can just scroll through. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, so your time is up, but you can just stay on the screen. So we take the questions and feedback, and that you can share the other parts of your screen. So yes,
All
judges,
right.
please, over to you now.
Hi, Ayomide. Thank you. Wonderful presentation. I think my question is, with the support part, do these pregnant mothers get a chance to have not just talk to a bot, but a gynecologist as well, if they want to?
With the current version we have, but there is room for upgrade. We plan to look into that in the future. but currently we don't have.
Okay.
All right. So thank you very much for your presentation. That was good. Well, I mean, the question that comes to mind now is what unique or novel solution are you providing with this app, right? Because if we are talking about health topics and all of this stuff, there are things that people could easily get from their antenatal, classes. They could get those information from a Google search, their website that contains all of this information. So what's that unique thing that the app has to offer that that will cause people to use it and even go ahead to start making subscriptions?
Okay, the unique thing is that it provides relevant information. And meanwhile, I mentioned that our target audience are people in the remote area because most of them have limited access to health facilities and also health professionals. Most of them don't even go for antenatals. So some of the questions they might need to ask during the antenatal meetings, they can as well get answers to them. And also in our research, we discovered that most pregnant women, they get information from maybe their neighbors, people from the church, where they attend and all that. And they get the response from these people, which are not, which might not be correct most times, especially for looking at the fact that this information might only be peculiar to those people that are passing out the information to them. So they tend to get personalized information from this application based on what the information they've provided, and they provide for the chatbot, talk about symptoms and other things.
Okay, so you say personalized information. Okay, so is it from the chatting with the chatbot that they get to that the system can now personalize the information? Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure I quite get that.
Okay, yes, from the chatbot.
Okay, so there seems to be some sort of disparity between the things you had presented in your presentation as the values of this product and what I see in your UI. Don't you think it's important to collect health data? Like, I mean, when the users are signing up, so after they signed up, I can see symptom check, and the symptom is just basically getting information of, if you see this, you see that you are pregnant, but does it collect information like their demographics? Do they have any history, health histories? Is this their first pregnancy? And all those basic information. Have you gotten tested? Yeah, what trimester? When did you? I mean, how many months is your pregnancy? And all the basic information that is required. I don't see any option of that happening on your product. So, how do you solve for that? Then also one more question, so you can just answer them together. You said the target audience are women in remote areas, and I don't know where you got that research information from. People that do not go for antenatal, how confident are you that they would find your app or solution and use them instead of going to the hospital?
Okay, to answer the first question, I'm going to make reference to ChatGPT, for example. ChatGPT, over the time, if you provide your information, let's say you provide your personal information, your biography and all that on ChatGPT, it gets to a point whereby it tends to give you personalized answer based on what you've provided. So our solution is going to use the information that the user provide during the chatting with the chatbot to provide personalized information for the user.
Okay, so just one more question. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you just walk me through, like, I mean, a typical user journey, for someone using this app? I mean, for them to chat, like, just walk me through a typical user journey.
Okay, yeah, the user can access the chatbot from the message here and then chat with the chatbot from here. And also, the user can do that from here as well. And for the health
But how is
topics,
chat initiated? How do you initiate chat with the chatbot?
yeah, by asking questions.
Okay.
Yes.
So I mean, when we talk about health and for people in the matter, I mean, for first time moms and whatnot, they might never know the right questions to ask. So don't you think that you need to guide the user, into getting the right questions? For example, if I were just to chat with ChatGPT randomly, I might never know the information that I need to provide ChatGPT to give me tailored information, right? So don't you think it's important to, I mean, most times, when you're consulting, doctors will ask you specific set of questions, then it's based on the questions they've asked you and the answers you provide that they get to make a diagnosis for you or decide what sort of treatment plan they are going to go through, what sort of diagnostic options you have.
Okay, I understand your question. However, the chatbots will be trained in such a way that it will ask the user some certain questions before it provides answer.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I think that'll be all for now.
Okay.
Bukola, you're muted. I see you're trying to talk.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I was actually muted. So yeah, I am Ide. Well done. Thank you. And of course, thank you to all our judges. I mean, it's been a really interesting night and we are grateful to you. Thank you for the questions that you've asked and the feedbacks that you shared. So at this time, we have some of our mentors on the call. So real quick, we just want to take their comments or their feedback. So please, their mentors, if you want to speak, please let's use the raise hand button so that we can take your comment, your feedback on some of the products that our mentees have showcased this evening. And also for our judges, would also like to have your final comments and feedback as well, and also tips. I mean, I know you've noticed and pointed out some of the things that they needed to do better. So at this time, it would be nice to have all of that while we gradually bring the night to a close. So their mentors were waiting for you. I don't know. I can call names, but I feel like it's not be really nice if I just put you on the spot. So it's nice if I just see your hands up, then we take you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So while we wait for our mentors to put their thoughts together, judges, please can we have your summarized thoughts and feedback for our mentees? Thank you. Anyone already can take the mic and speak.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, guys. Beautiful. I'll go first. So, I mean, excellent presentation from everyone. I want to salute you guys for the great job you've done. I don't know how long this had taken, but I mean, I see the amount of work that you guys have put in, and it's very commendable. I don't know if I should. I mean, we are pressed with time, so I can't begin to do like a one-on-one. I can't begin to do a in-depth tear down of each presentation and what they've done. But I'll just point out some of the things that I observed, and some of the key lessons that we can take away. So I mean, for some of the teams, um, I see very excellent in-depth research. I think the team that impressed me most with their research is the Trust Circle. Trust Circle did very solid research, with their competitive analysis and all of that. Very solid research work from Trust Circle. Then in terms of presentation, I also like the work they had done with their presentations. It was very detailed, it was clean, and the communication was clear. And in terms of prototyping, yeah, I will give it to Kuda for their, I mean, they really went over and beyond to give us, that demo. So I mean, that's great work from you guys. And so if there's anything, I would just want to encourage you guys. I mean, you know, um because this is like a product, I'll be coming from the standpoint, from point of view of a product guy. I think one of the things that is very important in whatever you are building is you need to first understand who you are building for and why you are building, right? Whatever solutions you want to provide, you need to understand the why. A good and in-depth understanding of your why would go a long way to, you know um create the direction on how you do your research and how you come up with solutions to the problems you're trying to solve. So you need to have a very strong why for why you're doing what you do. And like, we all know research is very important. You need to do your research well. And the quality of your research determines the quality of your solutions. I saw some of the teams, you just talked about you did research and you didn't outline what sort of research methods you used. Uh, you didn't give us details of competitors you have analyzed, your analysis and all of that. I just see numbers, statistics. Okay, where did these numbers come from? Was it a qualitative research or a quantitative research? How many participants were you able to recruit? How long did the research process take, and all those things? So those are some of the things you have to like put together when you are presenting to stakeholders. That way you let stakeholders know that you've, you know, done a solid job in terms of, doing your homework. Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. Um, yeah, great job, everyone. Well done. And I see that, you just keep it up. The sky's a starting point as long as you keep, grinding and improving every day. Congrats, guys. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Victory. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Over to you, Nicolette. Do you want to share one or two things with us as well?
Yeah. So very, very, very excellent work from each team that has presented today. And it's very obvious that the 8 weeks you guys spent was not a waste. It was truly, 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 truly. It was very engaging. I came across some very innovative ideas. It was really good to hear. Not to call names, but we had very good presentation from a number of teams. Some maybe not so great, but not bad as well. The delivery for the presentation was also good. And just to reiterate what Victor already said, I think your solution doesn't have to be 100%. I don't think the point of this pitch or delivery is for the solution to be 100%. But you need to know what you're building and who you're building for. Basically, understand the problem that you're solving so that you'll be able to sell it more. I mean, we had some teams really understood. I think that kudos to Trust Circle as well as Kidandu. They showed that they understood the problem they were solving and they were solving for the right group as well. So that's kudos to those teams. But just understanding the problem that you're solving goes a long way. It helps you in delivering the solution, even without the solution being full 100% done, right? If you understand that, you'll be able to make sure you're solving the right problem for the right user, right? And also make sure the solution you're providing to them caters to the problem you're solving, essentially. So, well done to everybody that presented today. It was really good, really, really good. And I think I'd like to see more of collaboration from teams. So that's one thing that I could not really gauge from a number of the teams here. So we had just one person presenting and answering all the questions, and all the other team members, just quiet. And there were a few that, shared that within themselves, but it would have been nice to see more of that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicolette. Thank you. We really appreciate your feedback. Now over to you, Oluwole Adebi, please.
Hi, thanks, Bukola. So, like Victory and Nicolette have said, right? Yeah, I think everyone has done amazing work. To be honest, like some teams I was really impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I look at what they were given to work on. I'm like, oh wow. They did quality research and they're able to bring out a solution that's like it was really innovative. And I think they have good things to work on, but the research was lacking. They did some research, but they didn't go deep. It was just surface level. Like Victory said, right? Like when you are doing your research, who are the people you are benchmarking against, right? Like, are you just building it based on vibes, or building it to actually build the best thing out there, right? Like, oh, what are we actually solving for? So I think everybody has done great work. But what sets you apart, to be honest, is not just building for building's sake, but having that edge, right, that sets you apart. And I think from the team, I was really impressed with two teams. I'm not going to mention their names, but yeah, I was really impressed with two teams, and that's what set them apart, right? Was just building, not just building because, oh yeah, we just want to build. They were looking for the thing that sets them apart from what was out there. And it's not to be the perfect solution, but from the research, from the presentation, maybe down to even showing us how the app is going to work, right? They've done like quality of some work, and that's it, literally. But well done, everyone. I think this is pretty good. I had an amazing time, to be honest, and yeah.
Right. Thank you, Oluwole. Thank you, the judges. We really appreciate your time and we appreciate your feedback. And to everyone who has stayed with us up to this time, we are truly grateful. Thank you, Gideon. We've been seeing your comments and we really appreciate. Thank you, Bakari, Kolade, and everyone who has been on this course since morning or since when we started, not morning, don't mind me. And of course, I see Bridget. Bridget is one of our mentors. Thank you so much, Bridget, for all you do from cohort 1 up to cohort 2. So we're wrapping up real quick. Mentees, we would be sharing this call board next week, and of course we'll have something for the best teams. And thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone. We open for 3 sometimes in the future. We'll get to announce the date soon, and yes, we'll let you all know. I think we're pretty good now, so please you can turn off your camera this time. So yes, it's been a great night. Cousin, do you want to give a vote of thanks to everyone on the call?
Well, thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the judges. Thank you, the mentors. Actually, the mentors, they also help us in terms of guiding, telling us what to do. And the session is a great session. The TekNexus, thank you, TekNexus. Actually, this is a great and a wonderful program. And God bless you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. Thank you, the judges. Thank you for your comments about the presentation. Thank you, everyone. I hope Kidado will win. Will be the top, be the first. First,
We're not here for that. Do vote of thanks. We're not here for that. Don't come and campaign. No lobbying. Lobbying is not allowed. You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you too.
Good night and have a lovely weekend.
All right, and you too. So bye, everyone. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Dear judges and mentors, we are really very grateful. Take care, everyone, and have a pleasant weekend. Bye.